kind of nonstop flights. So for the Bahamas, as a dupe, I recommend Grenada. Right now we have nonstop flights from Atlanta, Miami, and New York. And what I love about Grenada is that it has a beautiful, awesome kind of mix between the African, European, and Caribbean culture. So again, where Bahamas can feel a little bit more commercialized, like big, kind of big box hotels, here you're going to find amazing waterfalls, rich green rainforest. I love the marine sculpture park, which is indeed one of the highlights there. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can snorkel or dive to it, and it's beautiful. In the rainforest, you can also do these beautiful hikes where you get to these gorgeous waterfalls with gigantic pools where you can kind of like just dive into. So much more of a rich culture, a lot of great restaurants outside of the infrastructure of hotels.
Hey, what about for the Bahamas?
For the Bahamas, obviously I understand the allure, kind of nonstop flights. So for the Bahamas, as a dupe, I recommend Grenada. Right now we have nonstop flights from Atlanta, Miami, and New York. And what I love about Grenada is that it has a beautiful, awesome kind of mix between the African, European, and Caribbean culture. So again, where Bahamas can feel a little bit more commercialized, like big, kind of big box hotels, here you're going to find amazing waterfalls, rich green rainforest. I love the marine sculpture park, which is indeed one of the highlights there. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can snorkel or dive to it, and it's beautiful. In the rainforest, you can also do these beautiful hikes where you get to these gorgeous waterfalls with gigantic pools where you can kind of like just dive into. So much more of a rich culture, a lot of great restaurants outside of the infrastructure of hotels. And so that's why I recommend Grenada in place of Nassau.
Yes, Grenada, oh Grenada, sweet Grenada, the land of my birth. So here you had a, I don't know if it's a guest or a host of that particular TV program out there in Philadelphia, right? In Philadelphia. And that particular person spoke very highly about Grenada and why she will recommend Grenada over the Bahamas or anywhere else. And she did a fantastic job. And the reason I start tonight's program with that is because we are so accustomed to the negative news about our country. And I saw that piece and I was very impressed with it. A number of people are sharing it, which is great. But not one NNP, pundit, or surrogate shared that piece because they just want the bad news about Grenada. They want the negative news about Grenada. They don't want to talk about anything good about Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. So not one of them, the known NNP pundits and surrogates, they're under everybody posts. They're commenting. They're all about negativity. They want to hear something negative about Grenada. They want to see something negative about Grenada. But here you have a good thing. I'll play it again. I will play it again. That's a short video of a program where they were talking very highly about Grenada. And that's not just an ordinary person speaking there about Grenada. That's a luxury travel expert speaking about Grenada on Good Day Philadelphia, this popular TV program. All right?
Hey, what about for the Bahamas?
For the Bahamas, obviously I understand the allure, kind of nonstop flights. So for the Bahamas, as a dupe, I recommend Grenada. Right now we have nonstop flights from Atlanta, Miami, and New York. And what I love about Grenada is that it has a beautiful, awesome kind of mix between the African, European, and Caribbean culture. So again, where Bahamas can feel a little bit more commercialized, like big, kind of big box hotels. Here you find amazing waterfalls, rich green rainforests. I love the Marine Sculpture Park, which is indeed one of the highlights there. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can snorkel or dive to it, and it's beautiful. In the rainforest, you can also do these beautiful hikes where you get to these gorgeous waterfalls with gigantic pools where you can kind of like just dive into. So much more of a rich culture, a lot of great restaurants outside of the infrastructure of hotels. And so that's why I recommend Grenada in place of Nassau.
Right. So very, very nice there. But what is very telling is the fact that those NNP surrogates and pundits who were quick to post stuff about what was on the television in the United States and other places when that incident took place with the escaped prisoners. They were very quick to plaster that all over Facebook, all over Instagram, and so on. They're not quick to put this piece on their page, this positive story about Grenada. Someone outside of Grenada telling the world how beautiful this place is, how wonderful the people and the culture and everything like that. Grenada is a paradise, but you will not find those NNP pundits and surrogates talking highly about it or sharing it on their page. They're just about negativity. They're quick to condemn the government. They're quick to attack the government. They're quick to talk about something bad. In fact, right now they're hopping and screaming about the gas price, right? We who are sensible, we who are logical, know fully well that with Iran now involved in war, and you have the police more or less in war. It's about what? 4 wars taking place in one little area, right? And it's affecting the shipment of gas, oil, just name it, petroleum products, because that's where the bulk of it comes from. So we know, the people who are logical, we know that the price of gas will go up. It will go up. The price of petroleum products will go up. Not only here in Grenada, it will happen in nearly all the Caribbean islands and through the world, because we are not producing any oil and gas. Yes, we know Keith Mitchell talked about we found oil and gas. Well, up to now, we have not seen it. Up to now, we are wondering where. So we don't produce. We don't have that here at our luxury. We depend on it coming from outside. And because of the war in the Middle East, you can expect the price to increase. But I think the government is doing everything in their power to cap it at, under $17, right? So the government is trying their best to keep it under $17. But it's not easy. It is not easy because we're living in a global village and we are impacted by what's happening in the Middle East. So it's now $16.76. All right? That is what it is now. But you can expect that to happen with the world, well, in particular, the Middle East being a very tense, right? Wars, Israel and Gaza or Palestine. Then you have Israel and Iran. Then you have Israel and I think the Houthis or whatever they call these people in is it Yemen, wherever that place is, I don't know. Then you have Syria, Israel, and Syria, Iraq. You have all kind of things happening right there in that space in the Middle East, right? And it's affecting world prices. So it's not something that you should be surprised about. A friend is saying Toronto gas went up by 45 cents, right, in Toronto. So expect that. The NNP, of course, they know what is happening globally, but they will still make you believe that Grenada could do something about it and they could, bring down the price. They could change the price. That is what they believe. And remember, the $5.50 petrol tax that was there when the NNP was in power, that was reduced by the NDC. So if the petrol tax was actually on this thing at $5.50, by now gas would be $18, $19, $20. So it's still somewhat low because the petrol tax was reduced. I think they brought it back down to what it was originally, some $3 or so, instead of taking the $5.50. So we have to be thankful to the NDC still. All right. Also, folks, the NNP seem to be obsessed with the Honorable Ron Redhead. I don't know what this young man did to them. They jealous him. They just bitter. The young man post showing a situation where there was, a pool of water with this whole construction in Willis, right? Where you have water that could, be a breeding ground for mosquitoes and so on, right? A pending hazard. So Ron and the people there decided they would cover that hole with gravel and tiff or binders and so on. Cover it up, right? Lorena Waldron, Devon Rocher, and I mean a whole pile of them. Boy, they go under the man post and they're so bitter, so angry. You wonder, they're making a fuss over that? Meaning, well, he did it. And in other words, they think it's too small a thing to even talk about or to even showcase. But mind you, when they were in power and they did any little thing, everybody will know. But I want to say to Ron, remain focused. The reason why they are going after you like that is because they fear you. They know that you have leadership potential, qualities, and you're liked, you're loved, you're a people's person, and they just jealous that. They're bitter, they're sour. So keep doing what you're doing. Do not stop. Do not stop. Keep doing what you are doing. Let them comment. Let them, you see, for me, I'm different. If I put up a photo or a video and these people come under it, well, they're blocked from my platform. But if they come under it and they put a comment, I will clean that out. I will remove it. I don't have time for these people coming under my photos or videos and posting all kinds of stuff. Go on their platform and do it. Go under their posts and do those things. I'm different. I will clean it out. I will not even leave it there. Right? Even my posts, videos and photos and so on, I would go back, check them out and clean it. Because I will not have it remain there to do anything that would, right? My good friend Pele Dabo is saying to me that the price of gas in Dominica moved from $15.62 to $16.34, right? Another friend said, hey, gas price here in the Bay Area in California moved by moved from $5.79. That's US. Right? It moved, so it's now going up. And then the Tex gas, $6.29. So it's moving worldwide. So you can expect the price of gas to move worldwide, not just Grenada or Dominica or St. Vincent or St. Lucia. It will move up worldwide because of the war in the Middle East. All right? So let the NNP continue to back and ball over it because they believe Grenadians are not tech savvy. Grenadians understand what's going on. Just with a click of a button, you can get to know what is really happening out there. Let me just block this person here under the live. You know, all this stuff on the live. Yeah, this rubbish. I don't want it at all under my live. All right. So I did that with that person here. So again, saying here, it's important. So I block them from here and also it. Nice. So I did all that. Yeah. All right. So I blocked that person already. All right. Nice. So I did so. Block the post on Facebook and under the live. Yeah, I normally follow them. So I'm saying, folks, it is important that you understand it's a global thing and it will impact all nations around the world. All right? I also want you to know that NNP pundits, pit bulls, surrogates, the jealous run, they hate the fact that they attack him when the Prime Minister decided to ensure that he pursues his higher education, at least pursuing a master's degree. They attack him where that is concerned. When he was removed as a minister of government to focus on his studies, they attack that. He's doing a lot of things in his constituency. They're attacking that still. They're just jealous of the guy. But they're making him more popular. They're making him more likable, more viable, and so on and so forth. So let it continue. Let them continue. Let them continue. Let me share with you, some info on the Maroon Festival.
Carrico Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2020 from 26th to the 28th. Coming together to preserve and showcase our culture is who we are. Friday the 26th, Belmont at the Chapel. Early morning libation, 3 p.m. Saraka, 7 p.m. the official opening ceremony and cultural evening. Saturday from 10 a.m. Hillsborough Square. It's Strings in the City. Then at 8 p.m. we move to the Botanical Gardens for cultural explosion with local and regional performances featuring Touch, the band. Admission $60. Then on Sunday, it's the grand finale, Paradise Beach. From 12 noon, musical entertainment. And from 4 p.m., Paradise Beach Friends, cultural entertainment and live music. Admission $20. Come and learn to dance the quadrille and big drum on Paradise Beach every Sunday after the launch until the festival ends. Carrico Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th.
So, folks, we're going up to Carrico to support the Maroon Festival and String Band music and so on. We're going up there to support them from the 26th to the 28th. All right? That's very important. My good friend, the Honorable Quince Britton, he's doing some good work in St. Mark. But before I do that, good friend Jerry Hopkins sent me a little ad to promote for the Diaspora.
Calling all Grenadians and friends of Grenada in Ontario and beyond. A fire in the village of Chantimel displaced 17 persons recently. So the Grenada Disaster Preparedness Toronto, in association with other Grenadian organizations in Canada and under the auspices of the Consulate General of Grenada, are coming forward for a worthy cause with a Diaspora brunch. It's happening Sunday, April 28th from 10 a.m. at the JCA Center, 995 Arrow Road, North York. And it comes with all the goodies. Bake, saltfish, Tanya log, cocoa tea, Morby, you name it, will be on sale. Entry is absolutely free. But we are kindly requesting a donation of $20 via tickets at the door, collection boxes at the venue, and elsewhere. Any amount. Also, e-transfer for donors needing tax credit. Send to ghaf.toronto@gmail.com. For more info, call Unison at 416-856-3663. Wayne at 416-451-8605. Mansfield at 519-500-5716. Or the Consulate at 416-595-1343. Sunday, April 28th. It's for a worthy cause.
Yes. So we have to support that. Thank you very much, Jerry Hopkin there. He is the Consul General out there in Toronto. Good work. Keep up the good work, my brother. Yes, I was telling you that the Honorable Queen's Britain is doing some good work in St. Mark. And let me just play that for you.
Behind me is a village called Bonnet. Right, and what we're seeing happening behind me is we are going to be constructing a new bridge, a bridge that will be of dual carriage, meaning two vehicles are able to traverse at the same time, together with two pedestrian walk on either side of the bridge. It's supposed to be 29 feet wide by 60 feet long. This serves as an integral part in connecting the community of Bonnet to Victoria, as well as it serves as an integral diversion for traffic within. Anytime you have any activity in Victoria and you decide to reroute traffic, it serves as an integral part as well for the community and the motoring public by extension.
Okay. So, in order to get to the point of constructing the bridge, we have to create a bypass road, if that's what it's called, for pedestrians.
Yeah, most definitely. And that, as we see behind me, that is what been done at this point in time before they dismantle the bridge that is just right behind my back. Higher up, you see that they are in the process of constructing a temporary bypass because we find that it was necessary to do that, because in that community you have quite a number of villagers, plus you have two schools, primary school and pre-primary school. There was this school for special education as well, but they're temporarily relocated because another project of doing a renovation or improvement of their facility as well. So they're temporarily relocated from that area. But in terms of numbers with students, you have well over 300 students traversing here on a daily basis. So we saw it necessary to do a temporary bridge while the construction of the new bridge is taking place. It's a little bit delayed. We had some issues and a lot of challenges that we needed to get sorted before we can proceed of dismantling the what we call the Bailey's Bridge that is currently there. All right, so work is moving smoothly ahead, and I just want to encourage the villagers to be as cooperative, be patient. We will have some discomfort in the process. It's not going to take forever, but that's what development comes with. It comes with a price. So we prepare to be a little bit discomforted, but we're trying to make it, best for everyone and safer for the kids who traverse here on a daily basis and the community as well, so that they don't have to go down to the river to jump the river stone as we used to do in the past. And this bridge, when I was, because that's my alma mater where I went to school, primary school, and I remember as a child we used to have parents crossing us at the river, giving us piggyback to go across the river. And then the bridge was constructed and we lost it in 2005 during Hurricane Emily. It was completely rooted off, and it was reconstructed again, and now it's in a stage that it's not been maintained over the years, that Bailey's Bridge. So it reached a stage where, and given the volume of traffic and so on now on our nation, we decide fitting that if you're going to construct something, you might as well do something planning for the future ahead. So that's why we are here at this stage. It's a project that is done through BNTF under one of the cycle of projects together with the Caribbean Development Bank as well, and of course the government of Grenada, chipping in and playing their part. So that's where we are at this stage. All things being equal, once they get good weather, there's no hiccups. As I saw so far, they are blessed with very good weather, and the materials is on site to construct the bypass bridge. And we see they started sometime last week and they're moving full speed ahead. So I expect, once the weather will continue like that, then we should be moving smooth sailing within no time, because we're trying our best to ensure we take advantage of the beautiful weather that we're getting right now. Because when the rainy season comes, it poses a significant challenge for us. So we want to ensure that this get done at least before the year up. It's something that I hold dear to my heart, and I really look forward to see the completion of the new bridge, and so that children can move, and the community as well as the motoring public can traverse the area in a manner that is safe.
All right, so that was the Honorable Quince Britton, my good friend there, doing a fantastic job up there in St. Mark. So keep doing what you're doing, my brother. Stay focused as always, and must do for the people of St. Mark.
Staff and the students of the Blessed Sacrament Roman Catholic School in Grandance are celebrating the generosity of a kind-hearted donor who recently made a significant contribution to the institution. Abigail McIntyre has the details in this report.
Dr. Jacint Gale, currently residing in the United States, visited the school on Monday, accompanied by Ambassador Terence Forrester, head of the Office of Diaspora Affairs, as part of the Adopt a School program. During the visit, Dr. Gale and Ambassador Forrester officially presented a range of valuable learning materials to the school, which are already being utilized by the students. The donation includes educational resources, food items, and technological equipment. Henva Simeon, principal of the Blessed Sacrament RC School, expressed deep gratitude on behalf of the faculty and students for the generous donation. She emphasized the significant impact these resources will have on enhancing the learning experience for all students.
She would have given us some school supplies and stationery, puzzles, reading games, cards, things that the children can use in their classes, things that the teachers are also using with the children to enhance our academic program at the school. In addition, she would have given us a Bluetooth speaker, a mini projector, other resources that we can use within our school. And for these, we're truly thankful and appreciative for the gift. She would have provided us, in addition, with some items that we can use to give to the students for breakfast. So we would have gotten some nutritious breakfast bars, which we were given to the students. We would have given those to the students prior, and we are thankful. So Dr. Gale is helping to provide for the all-round development of our students, of course, through the Office of the Diaspora.
Dr. Gale, who is also involved in upgrading the school's library, reiterated her belief in the importance of investing in education and supporting the development of young minds. She commended the government of Grenada and the Office of Diaspora Affairs for their leadership in implementing the Adopt a School program, which provides individuals like herself with the opportunity to give back to their communities.
To the students, you are at the heart of this program, and I want you to know that your success is what motivates us all. Education is the key to unlocking your potential and opening doors to your dreams. Remember to work hard, stay curious, and always believe in yourselves. As a supporter of this program, my goal is to contribute to your school's success in any way I can, whether it's through providing resources, offering guidance, or supporting initiatives that enhance your learning experience. I'm here to help. Together, we can make a real difference in the lives of students and in the future of this community. I encourage everyone to continue working together, supporting one another, and striving for excellence.
Ambassador Terence Forrester, highlighting the success of the Adopt a School initiative launched over a year ago, praised the outpouring of support from Grenadians living in the diaspora and Friends of Grenada. He emphasized the program's vital role in fostering partnerships and ensuring access to quality education for all young Grenadians.
The RC school here in Grenada is just one of many schools that have received assistance from donors like Dr. Gale. So as we continue to embrace and enhance education in Grenada, this assistance coming from Grenadians throughout the diaspora is of real significant benefit. The agenda of this administration is to lift the educational standards in Grenada. So you young students can grow up to be really strong, educated young Grenadians.
The donation ceremony concluded with heartfelt thanks from the school community, exemplifying the spirit of gratitude and generosity that defines this impactful collaboration. Others are encouraged to join the Adopt a School initiative by contacting the Office of Diaspora Affairs via email amb-diaspora@mofa.gov.gd or telephone number 440-260. For the
Right.
GI.
Thank you very much there. Thank you very much, Abigail. Thank you very much indeed. Abigail McIntyre doing a fantastic job, as always. As always. I want to big up the folks in the diaspora. You continue to do an excellent job, a fantastic job, a magnificent job, a wonderful job, a great job in supporting our brothers and sisters here at home in many different ways. And the Adopt a School initiative, that's a really good one. All right. Shonda Kado, we saw her. She adopted the Grand Roy Government School. She and another colleague. They're doing a fantastic job. Now we see this goodly Grenadian doing a similar thing. And we want to encourage others to do likewise. There are a lot of Grenadians giving back to Grenada in many, many different ways. Some people like to do it kind of quietly, behind the scenes. Some again, they like to do it organized, organizing their, their everything and being out there. That's great. But we want to encourage you to do it. Help, right? Adopt a school, adopt a community, do things within the community, the library, the playing field. You have sports groups, they need your assistance. There are many different things you can do to impact your community. Yes, you're in the diaspora, but don't forget where you came from. So I want to commend you. I want to applaud you, the folks or brothers and sisters in the diaspora, for continuing to do a magnificent job here in Grenada. And some people say, well, how they didn't used to see that under the NNP. Well, let me tell you this. There is a renewed sense of patriotism. more and more of our brothers and sisters out there are energized, are excited, are wowed to give back, to come home and support in many different ways. And it's because of the new leadership we have here in Grenada. It is because of the most honorable Deacon Mitchell. You know, he's just approachable, he's warm, friendly, and he's a caring gentleman. He wants good for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. A lot of people are giving back to their homeland, giving back to Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. And continue doing that. I love to see it. I'm happy that you're giving back to Grenada. I want to say you will not find the NNP wishing the NDC good. They don't want the NDC to be in power. And as a result, they are trying their very best to undermine in any way that they can, to disrupt in any way that they can, to stop the progress, the transformation in any way that they can. They don't like the fact that the NDC is performing well and they're delivering to our people. They don't like that. They're angry about that. But we cannot stop doing what we are doing because the children and children are depending on us. They are depending on us to develop. Let me just trying to get this. Oh boy, trying to get this here. Let me see here. Legalize. Yeah, there's a little piece I want to share with you that I saw because I think it's important to share that too. Right. So the legislation of cannabis, decriminalization and legal cannabis, that is on the front burner as we move forward, because you know that was a campaign promise, and the NDC is holding true to that. So they have a new committee in place, and they were given 6 months to report back to cabinet.
It is going to create unprecedented levels of employment in the first instance. Local production at home, you would have these licensed plots producing medicine, producing recreational cannabis for export. They get millions and millions of dollars from us because that's our main supplier. This is well known. A number of our young men go to St. Vincent, come back, they're apprehended with 250 pounds of ganja. That is to satisfy the local market because there is a market for it. So that rather than allowing all our revenue to be streamed into St. Vincent, we should begin very quickly to have our own local supply.
Ended. All right. Nice. So that was a campaign promise to legalize cannabis for medicinal purposes. All right. And for recreational purposes too, to a certain extent. Because once it's legalized, it must be regulated. It must be regulated, and our people must benefit from it. It's a hub, all right? It is a hub, and they're putting all the structures in place to make sure that it doesn't do more good than bad, all right? So 6 months. The committee has 6 months to work on that and report back to cabinet so that legislation can be drawn up to be taken to the parliament and action can be had from that. Because that's a campaign promise and the NDC is holding true to that to deliver on it. All right? Great. So, folks, I was saying to you, do not expect the NNP to be complimentary of the NDC, to be out there talking highly about the good things that the NDC is doing and the ministers of government are doing. Because if you go on Facebook right now, you would see our ministers at work doing a lot within their constituencies and even in other constituencies, right? I want to commend those ministers of government, and I did so this morning. I want to say to you, I am noticing you because you know me. When I'm not seeing you promoting and marketing what you're doing, I normally give you a little tap, right, on your shoulder. I want to say that I would chastise or criticize in any, but I'll remind you about the need to have a good PR machinery, right, out there and promote what you're doing and that kind of stuff. I'm saying you're doing a fantastic job on social media. Your presence is being felt. If anybody didn't tell you that, let me tell you. I'm seeing you more. I'm seeing Dennis Cornwall more on what he's doing in his constituency. I am seeing Joseph Andal more on the things that he's doing in his constituency. And of course, the Honorable Joseph Andal, the Honorable Dennis Cornwall. But we cool. I am seeing the Honorable Tevin Andrews more, right? I'm seeing the Honorable Kireen James more. In fact, I was looking at something earlier with her representing Grenada at the highest level. I am seeing the Honorable Claudia Joseph Moore, the Honorable Jonathan Lackert Moore. I'm seeing you. The Honorable Philip Tellisford Moore, the Honorable Ron Redhead Moore, the Honorable Andy Williams Moore, the Most Honorable Deacon Mitchell Moore, the Honorable Lennox Andrew Moore. I'm seeing them more. The Honorable Gloria Thomas. I'm seeing you more on social media. The Honorable Delma Thomas. I'm seeing you more on social media. The Honorable D. Andrews. I'm seeing you more on social media. Tessa Sincere and the entire team. I am seeing you more and more on social media, and that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. The government ministers, they are showing up. The Honorable Quince Britton, I'm seeing you more. I just played a piece with you. So again, it's commendable. And when they are doing good, we need to tell them that they are doing good. Because those on the opposition side, they will attack them no matter what. No matter what time, what day, they will attack them. So it is good that we are out here and we can tell them that they are doing good. The PR has improved significantly. We are seeing them on Facebook more. We are seeing them on Instagram more. You're getting pieces on WhatsApp, on YouTube. I mean, they're out there. Big up your whole self. That's the way to go. Thumbs up. Kudos. Take all the credit. And we want to see more of those ministers, improving. There are some ministers who have to improve their social media presence, but you're doing a fantastic job. GI, you're doing a fantastic job. Thumbs up. You and the team, the entire team, you're doing a very, very good job. And I want that to continue, right? I want that to continue. Keep it up, expand on it, enhance it. I love it. All right? I really do. I love to see what is happening with the different ministers. Yes, the Honorable Lennox Andrews, I featured him only recently too. So he's out there. But you need to, there are some ministers, you have to up it a bit. So far, so good. And I remember the most honorable Deacon Mitchell, he told me personally, see, Kem Jones, see, this year and all the years to come, you would see a heightened presence of the ministers of government and MPs and so on in the constituency. You would be seeing them more. And I'm seeing it now. And I want to applaud the most honorable Deacon Mitchell. I want to applaud the team. You're doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. Keep it up. And again, I say to you folks, compliment them, applaud them, encourage them, because they will get a lot of attack. They do, they get in attack. They do, they get in attack. Because the NNP, they're negative. They're negative. They don't want good things to happen. So you have to commend them, you have to applaud them when things are going good. I want to big them up. I want to applaud them. Thumbs up to you. I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm noticing you because, I live on social media. That's where I live. And don't worry, those NNP supporters and so on. They will always be out there attacking you, saying all kind of nasty things about you. You can expect that. You cannot please everybody. Just try your best to please your people. So far, I realize that there is a push to identify our key supporters and to help them in whatever way that they can help them in. And I love that. I applaud that. And that's the way to go. Thumbs up. Keep it up. It's a good move. You're listening and you're acting, you're doing things. Everything can happen one time. Some things would take some time. And I know that. But let us continue to look out for our people. Let us continue to support our people in any way that we can. Our supporters, I want to say to you, do not sit home and believe that some MP has some magic to know that you need a work or you need some assistance in this area or that area. For example, today, 3 ministers, they gave me a buzz. They say, we're looking for X, we're looking for that, and we're looking for, to give opportunities to people. And, amazingly, I check wrong. I call this contractor, call that one, call that one. And nearly all of them tell me they cannot find carpenters. They cannot find masons because they all walk in. You might find 1 or 2 laborers, but masons, carpenters, they walk in. Right? So things are happening. A lot of construction taking place in the country. People are getting work. Jobs are created out there. They can't find them. And I'm being real with you because today I was on the phone, walking the phone. Because there are people who, little projects and little things, looking, of course, for our people. Because that's how I do it. But it's hard to find a good carpenter that's free. Let's say, for example, in St. David, I would love for a carpenter or NDC, right? And you know how I stand. You know me. You're an NDC supporter and you're a carpenter. And live in St. David. And you want a work. Call me. Carpenter. You have your tools. You have everything. Call me. And I would link you up with somebody to get that. You can't find them. Right? With your tools. your electric saw, your everything, your hammer, your measuring tape, you're a carpenter with all your tools, right? Let's say St. David or South St. George, for example. Call me. You're a carpenter. You could work. You could, I'm saying that jobs are being created. Opportunities are being created for people, right? Someone called me. They say they want a cook, right? Somewhere in the Woburn area, that area there, in the south. So they wanted a cook for a particular area, and they got that person, a young person. She said, yes. She said, Kim, yes, boy, I'm ready. She was able to call and get through. So they need another one. And, looking around. But of course, NDC, right? So if you're an NDC supporter and so on, and you're willing and you're able, you're still young and you could cook and thing and feed, So that person was looking for a cook. So there are jobs, there are opportunities being created, but we have to be ready. And I remember when Fitzroy Alexander, that Grenadian businessman in Boston, said, when readiness meets opportunity, that's where you get success. So you have to be ready. I called someone today and I say, boy, you have a little opportunity there for you. By the time I call him, he say, ready. And then I link him up with the person. He said, boy, I just come out and watch the two projects, right? And I put in my men together. I say, make sure you get those NDC supporters. Identify those NDC supporters in your village and give them the work. Give them the little opportunity. I beg of him. You understand the point? But when readiness meets opportunity, you would get success. And you have to always be ready. You're ready for the work. You're ready to do the thing. Because there are opportunities out there. A lot of opportunities for people. I want to encourage you to produce for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. Well, you know my position. Some people could get vexed at your business. I want us to look for our people, our supporters in the different constituencies, and help them in any way that we can. All right? Just look out for your people in all the constituencies. The NNP and them, they go talk. Because if I have my way, focusing on my people throughout in all those constituencies, and those who are willing to come on board with me, you understand? If Kim Jones has his way, that is what's going to happen. Who vex as a business? Right? That's what politics is. Grassroots, looking for your people and helping them. And those who are willing to come on board with you are helping them too. All right? But folks, I want to wish you all the best. Remember, I'm celebrating 10 years in radio and podcasting. I have the tickets. It's 50 EC. 50 EC. All right? 50 EC. I have the tickets. Buy up the tickets. Link me up for the tickets. Call me up now. WhatsApp me and so on. For the tickets, it's 50 EC. So buy a couple tickets, even if you can't make it. Buy a couple tickets to support. Show your appreciation. All right? Buy a couple tickets. So, folks, I want to wish you all the best. Have a pleasant night. I'll be back with you tomorrow, God's willing, starting from 8.